Hey everyone, welcome back to Cook the Books. I'm your host CJ, and today we've got some more NHL playoff action. We got the Dallas Stars taking on the Colorado Avalanche, and we have the New York Rangers kicking off Game 2 in New York, Madison Square Garden, against the Carolina Hurricanes. Game 1 was somewhat of a shocker, just because a lot of people had Carolina coming out of the series, and but if there is one game that you're going to win, it's going to be that Game 1. And the Rangers, they give them credit, they put up some goals and they got the W. And Shesterkin's been playing out of his mind right now. So, he's got that streak of, I think it's 29 games in a row now of allowing 3 or less goals, which is just absurd. The guy's just been on fire since the All-Star break, in his early season struggles. But we've got 3 player props for you guys. If you guys are enjoying the NHL videos, like the video, let us know that you guys want to see more of it on the channel. Also, go follow us over on X. That is where you're going to see a lot of our free picks from. So if you guys want more free picks other than just the videos, go ahead and follow us over on X. And let's get into today's props, powered by props.cash. As always, use code CTB for 25% off at checkout. First up, we're going to be taking a look at the Carolina Hurricanes left winger, Mr. Jake Guentzel. Ever since coming over in that trade from the Pittsburgh Penguins, he's been great for these guys. It's exactly what they needed, a little boost into the offense. And we're going to be looking at his shots on goal in this one. His line is set at 2.5 shots on goal for a minus 140. Looking at the chart head to head, he's hitting 78% of games, 14 out of the last 18 against the Rangers. And, his average shots on goal is 4.3. You can see in this, he's averaging 6.6 shot attempts in those 18 games versus the Rangers, with an average of 4.3 on goal. So he loves playing the Rangers. And if you even filter it 4 away, 7-9, he's hit in 7 straight versus the Rangers. Obviously, this dates back a couple years to the 2022 season, but this season he's hitting 2 or 3 games. And in Game 1, we'll filter for the playoffs here. In Game 1, he had 5 shots on goal with 9 shot attempts. So give me Jake Guentzel over 2.5 shots on goal at a minus 140. You can get that on a couple different books right now. Just try to find the best price, depending on when you see this video. Looking at our next prop, we're going to be looking at the later game for the Dallas Stars versus the Colorado Avalanche. And we're going to be taking a look at the Stars goaltender, Jake Ottinger. He has been great in these playoffs. He's probably been like the second or third best goalie in this in these playoffs so far. He was great in that series against Vegas, and we're looking at his chart against Colorado. He's hit this line. We're looking at his saves line of 27.5. You can get this line on, it's the 60-minute line on FanDuel. So meaning if it goes to overtime, those saves will not count. So you can get that line for 26.5 saves. At around, I think it's a minus 125 is where I got it at. I'm taking that line, and I'm taking this line as well. Our official line will be this 27.5 line for this video's sake, but I like both lines, and I'm willing to risk if the game goes to overtime or not. So I'll be taking both lines, but for the sake of this video, over 27.5 saves is what we're looking at. He's hit that line in 6 out of 8 versus the Avalanche, and the Avalanche are one of those teams, they are just going to be ripping the puck. Their first round matchup versus the Jets, they had 30 plus shots in every single game in that series. But when we compare the Jets matchup with the Avalanche, and the Avalanche now matching up against the Stars, it's a similar matchup in the fact that the Jets could not keep up with the speed of the Avalanche. It's something, the Oilers is like another, the next closest thing is the Oilers. If that becomes a series, I hope it does for betting purposes, because that would be a brilliant series to bet on. But those types of teams that just have this speed, they're gonna be able to open up the ice, create some chances, create some space for them to get these shots off. And that was something that Vegas didn't have. They're a bigger, bulkier, slower team. They don't open up the ice quite the same. Obviously they have skill guys with Eichel and all that, but they're definitely not McKinnon in that top line of the Avalanche, and just Makar on defense. I mean, you've got a lot of weapons, a lot of speedy weapons on this Avalanche squad. So the Dallas Stars, they've got some corpses in their lineup. Joe Pavelski, we've talked about forever. He is an aging dud. He needs to just retire at this point. He did absolutely pretty much nothing in the last series. He went 3 games in a row without getting even a shot on goal. And then, Ben and a couple of these other guys that are in the lineup, they're not great skaters. They're slow. They just don't have the pace to keep up with this lineup of the Avs. Obviously, they're a good team. They wouldn't have had this good of a season and, been able to beat a team like Vegas, who is a very good team, if they weren't. But all I'm saying is for this specific prop with Ottinger, the Avs should be able to open up some space, get some shots on him, apply that pressure. I would expect to see 30 plus shots from the Avs in this game. So for him to have a 27.5 save line, I feel like this should be more in that 29.5 range. But I mean, overall, if you look at him at home versus the Avalanche, hitting 4 out of 4, and he's getting that 32, 33 range of saves each time. They're shooting the puck at least 35, 36 times, against Ottinger. So I like him here again. We've taken him all throughout this playoffs. If you guys are in the Discord, we have been taking him in a lot of these games, and he's cashed us out every single time we've taken him. So we're going to go back to him here. FanDuel line has it for the 60-minute line that you can take at 26.5 if that's what you're more comfortable with. But the over 27.5 line is what we're going to go with, and you can get that on DraftKings for a -115. And then looking at our last prop, we're going to stick with the same game. I was going to do McKinnon shots, but I feel like that's going to be a play for everyone. He just has great history versus the Stars. I'll just show it to you real quick as a little bonus. But the guy we're going to be taking a look at is Miles Wood in this one. So head-to-head, 4 out of the last 5, 4 straight in all the games that they played against Dallas this year. He had 3 in all of them. And if you just look at the shot attempts, 5 in all of them. And if we scroll back up and look at him for on the road this year, so overall he's hitting 64% of games, 50 out of 78 with an average of 2.3 shots on goal. But he's going to be on the road tonight. If you look at him away, 68% hit rate. And this is a pretty nasty stuff. 9 of his last 10, and he's coming off of a 5 shot on goal game, in that last series. So, if we're looking at him in the playoffs, last series, he hit in all 3. Even taking away the away, he hit in every single game of the series. So he's having a good shot on goal playoff. But Miles Wood over 1.5. That's a line that I like tonight. And he's been a consistent player for these Avalanche, and he's going to be on that third line. He's not on the power play unit or anything like that. But on that third line with Ross Colton, they have some good chemistry. And I like him to keep on ripping the puck in a series that we should see a lot of pressure from each side here. So Miles Wood over 1.5 shots on goal. But that is it. That is going to be all of our free plays for the NHL playoffs today. If you guys want everything that we are playing, link to the VIP is down in the description below. That's where you're going to find all of our best bets and everything that we're playing from all sports, not just NHL. So if you guys are interested in that, check that out. If you guys are new here, like, comment, subscribe. All things help the channel grow. If you guys are following the bets, good luck. And as always, let's cook the books.